each and every way. Mama need a house, baby.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. Los Angeles has to feel pretty happy about their recent play. They're a team that no one wants to face right now. With just one loss in the last 10 games, they'll be tough to beat. Now, if you want to see a stat sheet stuffer, you're going to want to keep your eyes on Freak in this one. He's been putting up a number of double-doubles in this recent outing, Shaq.
You know, Freak knows that he can do more than just be a scorer on this team. You know, he's a great passer. He's a great leader, especially for a young guy. He's looking for a shot. He's being active all the time, and he's really helping the others play at a high level, Ernie.
I haven't seen a guy like this come into the league in a long time, Ernie.
Stop it.
I'm serious. Not a guy like this who has multiple ways to impact the game, Shaq. Not just one way. He's exactly.
Oh, you called me a one? Boy, I will reach across the table and knock you out right now.
It's been a long time since you've been in the league.
But you said you just called
me a one-way player. I said in a long
player.
time I hadn't seen it. I didn't say I hadn't seen it before. I said I hadn't seen it in a long time.
Have you ever seen a spelling of Freak quite like that?
Yes. That's French, Ernie.
F-R-E-Q.
No, I thought it was more Brazilian.
Oh. Well, he is frequently a star, and you'll want to see him tonight.
He's freakish in his ways.
Hilarious, wasn't it, Shaq?
That was pretty good.
Oh, that was outrageously funny.
That was pretty freakish, Shaq.
Oh, it was. Here's
I
Kevin
already
Harlan.
said freakish.
Oh.
You lose a point.
Live on 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. It's Western Conference against the Eastern Conference here in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will try to protect home court. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They'd like to change that now.
An interconference game here, just a two-game season series.
Yeah, you know, you want to make every game count. Take care of business and give yourself a chance to sweep.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Green, he's in at shooting guard. He's out there with Irving, and it's Love in at the four-man position. And that one's good, Griffin.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
And so it's Cleveland with it. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Love kicks to Irving. Love with the screen on Paul. Irving dishes to Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Shot by Crowder, no good. Green left side. And a wide open look for Irving. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Paul. Misses off the left iron. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against New Orleans.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they force.
And one thing the box score doesn't show us is how many points came as a direct result of those turnovers. But I think it was a huge factor.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Out to the wing. Stolen. Now the pass to Green. It's a pick by Love. In the corner, Irving with it. Outside, Green. Here's Lopez. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Lopez has got his first bucket of the night.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Paul kicks to Crowder. Clock at 6. Passes it to McDonald. Great D that time from Green. And here are the Cavaliers. They've got an 8-0 run. Love the pass to Lopez.
Well, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Kevin Love. Clippers trail by 6. Paul outside, shoots it, and the Clippers miss again. Cavaliers have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
And that one's good. Crowder's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with head coach of the Clippers for just a moment. Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love. He told me that Love rebounds at an unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
And thank you for that, Doris.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And the Clippers making a change here. Olynyk checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And let's step aside from it to look at some of the point guards who have been doing a whole lot more than passing lately. They're the top scorers at that position over the last 10 games. 5th on the list, Kyrie Irving.
And this is a group of guys who have that uncanny knack to simply score and put points up while they find ways to get the rest of the team involved. Really the complete package.
And to me, that's what makes them so special. I mean, they don't have one way to punish you offensively. They've got several. You want your point guard to be the most versatile player on the squad, and these guys are.
And yes, sir, that one drops. Love's got 5.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
It's deflected. And Griffin slams it in.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Green with the block. But they'll get another chance. Green with the rebound. Cleveland leading by 4. Irving from long range. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. Crowder with it. He's picked up by Irving. Now here's Crowder. Tight defense on him. Tries from 10. That doesn't go either for Griffin. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Green kicks to Love. Outside, Green. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Cavaliers have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. From deep, the Cavaliers again can't hit. The Clippers trail. Here's Falls, cranes it from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that.
Down low and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. How last month turned out for him: first in scoring, first in rebounding, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Green, looking for his first basket still in this one. Good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Out to the wing. Now here's Olynyk. He's tightly guarded. For Cleveland, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. The drive.
Whoa! I tell you what, did he take off on that one? Not many players can elevate it and literally fly. What a special talent, and it's plays like that that remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA.
Ball. No good on the 3. Cavaliers leading to the left side wing. Smart wide open. He fires. Dishes it to Green. 16 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Stolen by Smart. Drops in the breakaway layup. Now it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Cleveland ahead as they dominate the last minutes of the quarter on an 8-0 run. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA career after a long and illustrious career coaching over in Europe. Talked about the difference coaching abroad.
There's just a lot more practice time. And when the games come, you're still playing 2, maximum 3 times a week.
And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and he's done a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. There's nothing that compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got Smart, and it's Lopez in at the power forward. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic was simply terrific. He had 43 points, and he tallied those points, and as he had the typical big game assist-wise, finding open men to come away with a healthy assist total, too. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Picked by Griffin. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Kicks it to Cram. 6 to shoot. Outside Griffin. Will not go. This is off the front iron. It's intercepted. Pass to McKnight. The tray. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Patterson. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Now it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Here's the screen. George up top. Lopez dishes to Burke. A three-pointer off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Out to the wing. Pass to Crabbe. George against Griffin. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 6.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Patterson, the screen. Out to the right wing. Smart. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Griffin. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And Patterson kicks to Burke. Cleveland moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Smart. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking. That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And Patterson kicks to Smart. Lopez a screen. Smart passes to Lopez. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Lopez has got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And Patterson kicks to Lopez. Here's Burke. Plays it up and banks it in. Burke's got his first points of the game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
The pass to McDonald. Griffin against Lopez. The shot no good. Excellent D there from George. Cleveland's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Burke, and it's denied. Now the dish to Grant. Kept alive.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Move the ball.
Smart kicks to Burke. He dishes it to Lopez. That's tipped. Here's Irvin, and a foul on the shot. They'll go to the stripe for 2.
Stay down.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for Los Angeles. Irvin. Taking 2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one up on the floor for the Cavaliers. And he can't hit the second.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Cleveland leading by 3. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. Back to Green. On the wing, Irving. A 17-point game for him in the win against Orlando.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
And it's Paul penetrating. He got right to the cup using that screen. Paul's got 6.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Ben's checked in. On the wing, Irving. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, you've been consistently able to find the open man through the first 2 quarters. What have you seen that you've been able to exploit in this defense?
I don't really think I've seen much to exploit. Really, it's just been about all keeping the ball moving and letting my teammates make the plays I know they can make. Sort of lucked into a lot of assists that way.
Your decisions have been on point to this point. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Okay, good job battling them out there. Let's talk about some crucial areas from the first half. They look absolutely helpless out there to contain our low post offense. And the more that continues in the second half, the more beat up and dejected they're going to be. One thing I liked, our passing, getting a lot of assists. Unselfish passing can get us into a nice rhythm, and that's how we get ourselves on a run. Okay, one more thing. A smooth flow to the second half is just what we're looking for. Let's keep things moving, but not at some kind of breakneck pace. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
They got Griffin. He's out there. Jay Crowder. And it's McDonald in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Paul against Irving. 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Green, no luck.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Irving passes to Gordon. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Now let's see the stat sheet here on Chris Paul. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more. 3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Clippers trail by 5. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Falls. That 3 off the mark. Cavaliers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And he gets it to go. 10 points for Freak.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Paul with the ball. He has 6. And Griffin slams it in.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Let's take this chance to bring you now the hottest shooters from downtown this month. Second, Kevin Love.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. That's been the case for him the entire month.
Here's Green. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
We got to be more physical on defense.
A moment to check in with Doris first. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front. And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Feeds it to Crowder. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. Green, the screen, to the paint. Here's Lopez, banked in off the glass. Lopez has got 8.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Clippers trail by 9. No one near him. And he hits the jump shot. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Green, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. A chance here now for a 3-point play.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Crabs checked in for Jay Crowder. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Smart's checked in. Free throw good, Green. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Paul dishes to Griffin. This one for 3, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Green inside, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, a stellar outing in this one for Green. He has 18 points and 7 assists. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that can just do it as well as he does on both ends.
That's good from Green. Olynyk is checked in for the Clippers. And Cleveland also making a change. Burks is checked in. And he makes both free throws. Clippers trail by 9. Ball outside. Stolen by Smart. He feeds it to Burke. 13 feet away. Cleveland gets it back and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And a quick look at the numbers for Love. First and three-point field goal percentage. And he's right there among the most efficient scorers in our league. Third overall in field goal percentage.
And not only is he dialing it up from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Paul kicks to Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Crabbe. Offensive rebound.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Here's Falls. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 15.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
I don't have an idea either. A little heat check there, but yep, he's still cooking, and Greg, he's cooking with gas.
Clippers trail by 7. The feed to Crabbe. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 5 here tonight.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Here's Love. Here's Green. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
That's good from Green.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Falls, guarded by Green. Here's Falls. Offline with his 3. Cleveland leading by 7. Now Green. He's got 23. It's a pick by Love. Green kicks to Love. Comes up empty off the pick.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it. Good. You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Green up on top. Picked away. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Crabbe. By Green. Here's Lynn. And that's collected by Love.
That's not the type of offense.
I can't stop this.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Lynn kicks to Olynyk. The basket good off the assist from Lynn.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. Yeah, this is not about charity, folks. That's his 4th giveaway already. He's letting his guard down out there.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Clippers trail by 5. They set the pick. Lynn against Green. Shot clock at 5. Lynn the pass to Olynyk. Bangs home the trifecta. Olynyk's got 5.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Left side, Love. Green kicks to Patterson. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And no good trying to get that one. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Cavaliers lead by 2. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next.
Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back to the fourth quarter of action getting started. The Clippers trail, and Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Green in a two-guard. He's out there with Kyrie Irving, and it's Love in at the four. And the shot is good.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending him to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look.
Green kicks to Irving. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Outside, Green. Irving dishes to Love. Green passes to Irving. No good from outside.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
And Green gets it to go. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points. There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams and their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
Back to Irving. And Lynn with a clear path to the hoop. Green with the block. And they're able to recover.
You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Yeah, and any team will take that.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
The Cavaliers trail by 3.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Irving attacking. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Vital basket there. This is just the time, and really just the situation, when he looks to take over.
Irving against Paul. Lets it go with the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Paul is doubled. To the middle. Here's Crowder. Off the left rim and out. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Irving drives in, makes it off the glass. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Irving against Paul, picked by Griffin. Here's Falls. They get it again. Crowder.
Looking at the game for Crowder, he has 11 points, and he sprayed home 3 three-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
At the line for your Clippers, Blake Griffin. At the line for 2.
That's good from Blake Griffin. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on you.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th.
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. The head coach of the Clippers had some words for his team over the break. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
In the corner, Irving with it. Back to Green. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
No good on that one.
Wow.
And the second free throw, good. Clippers leading by 3. And they double up Paul. Here's Falls, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Clippers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Paul with the ball. Now Green defending. And it's Paul missing.
Move it. Move it.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. And it's Green slamming it down.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Back to Paul. They set the screen. Good on the three-point shot. Crowder's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Los Angeles.
What a final quarter these guys are having from downtown, just burying the threes in bunches.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason not to. I mean, work that perimeter. It's going good for you. Work it until it stops.
Falls, guarded by Green. Passes it to McDonald, and the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
Here's Green. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Green's got 34.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
And the Clippers making a change here. Olynyk's checked in. Here's Falls, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident that he's able to go up and knock those down.
And Green gets it to go.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
Dishes it to Paul. He kicks to Griffin. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Blake Griffin doing all sorts of things. 13 points and 1 steal as well.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end.
And Green gets it to go.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Paul kicks to Griffin. Inside, Crowder. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Crowder with the steal. Kicks it to Olynyk. Here's Falls. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break. You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
And the foul called on Freak. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it.
Two points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game.
This game's finally gotten away from them.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
Laces one from 3.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
And an intentional foul right there.
At the line, your Clippers, Chris Paul.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. .26 seconds left in the fourth. No good on the quick 3. Irving against Paul. To the wing right side. That's tipped to the inside. So the Clippers with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But Clark, in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt. But give them a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.